Trump, so tired of winning that he's beginning to lose. Let's talk about it, Middle America, with Vin and Story. So about 20 minutes ago, a federal judge just ruled in favor of CNN over Donald Trump. This is Mr. Timothy Kelly, who is actually a Trump appointee, ironically enough. Look, we all know what happened. Recently, Mr. Acosta was accosting, let's see what I did there, was accosting Donald Trump about his verbiage in regard to the caravan. Now, a lot of folks have pointed out, on a side note, that there isn't much discussion being had right now about the caravan. One wonders why. Midterms are over. But he took issue with the use of the phrase invasion as a characterization of the caravan. Now, as a member of the press, all you're supposed to do is ask those questions, those piercing questions, and let the guy answer the question. Mr. Acosta went on to badger Trump. I mean, he was. That's obvious. I saw a piece that was written that said he violated one of the cardinal rules of journalism, which is to not make yourself the story, which he clearly did. However, Trump's reaction, which was to post a doctored video of him supposedly karate chopping the young lady's arm and all the rest of it, and then stripping him of his hard pass, was way over the top. CNN goes and files a lawsuit, and they get the moral victory here. Here's Sarah Sanders, White House press secretary. Here's how she characterized Mr. Timothy Kelly's decision. Today, the court made clear that there is no absolute First Amendment right to access the White House. In response to the court, we will temporarily reinstate the reporter's hard pass. We will also further develop rules and processes to ensure fair and orderly press conferences in the future. There must be decorum in the White House. Pretty sure Trump said that the guy was a disgusting, terrible human being or some craziness like that.
I'll tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself having you working for them. You are a rude, terrible person.
One wonders what her definition of decorum is. The other irony about this entire thing is that she takes the angle. The court made it clear there's no absolute First Amendment right to access to the White House. You lost. They reversed your decision to suspend the man's hard pass. But I don't know. This seems to be the psychology of Trump and his ilk, is that even when you lose, you're winning somehow. Look, here's the thing. Some of this is really cartoonish. Trump saying that the reporter was a terrible human being and all the rest of it. Just completely cartoonish. Fake news. All that. Definitely cartoonish, definitely stuff you laugh at. On the other hand, there are some serious cause for concerns here. Like, for example, what does it mean that you're going to develop further rules and processes to ensure fair and orderly press conferences in the future? What does that mean? Because I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not particularly confident that the rules that they're going to instate here are in the best interest of the American people. Look, the job of the press is to be the watchdog on the government, right? I mean, that's in a perfect world, that's how it's set up. And the First Amendment is there so that we can, look, whoever controls speech, controls thought, controls people. And even though I don't agree with everything CNN says or does, it's very, very important that we have the media there to challenge and speak truth to power, or at least reveal what those in power are doing. Furthermore, it was a good question to ask why he used the term invasion. And it is important for Trump to realize that that type of verbiage is one of the things that gins up the fringe right into doing some really violent actions. And we saw that a couple weeks ago in regard to the synagogue shooting, where the synagogue shooter made reference to the caravan and the fact that there was a Jewish group that was going to help these folk. And he made mention of that, and then he said, our people are going to get slaughtered, I'm going in, because there's all... Now look, this guy was already a psychopath, I get it. But your job as the president is to be able to read the room, is to be able to know the moment, and I do think he should have been called to account for using that type of verbiage. You're the president. Get in front of the American people, say what you want about immigration, say what you want about asylum seeking, but do not use inflammatory language like invasion. God almighty. Anyway, even Fox News, this is 2 days in a row where we've got right wing and left wing coming together. Even Fox News, pretty sure they filed an amicus brief in defense of Jim Acosta and CNN, because they understand, what if a leftist, what if a liberal gets voted in the next 2 years in the general election? Will they be able to do this? So even Fox News had to take this this seriously. Look, guys, let's put some perspective around this. Fun fact, Abraham Lincoln jailed hundreds, maybe thousands of journalists on the Confederate side. So this is not the first time we've seen this, okay? And most of us look at Abraham Lincoln as a good president. I certainly do, for obvious reasons. But we've got to make sure that those in power have checks and balances. It's a very dangerous thing when we start seeing those in power trying to limit the access that the media has, especially hostile media has. There is a role for hostile media in American life. And I think that this was important. Okay, if you want to talk to us about this, you can actually call us up on our live call-in show. They're called Firesides. If you want to call us up and talk about it, like, subscribe. When we're going live, you will get a notification and you'll be able to call in and talk to me and tell me that I'm crazy and tell me that it was okay for Trump to suspend this guy's White House press pass after cycling a doctored video. Love your neighbor, take care of each other, middle America. We are the media. Peace, guys.